Hey guys, this is Mike the Wrestling Guy Smith. I know I'm only a day late. I'm not really that late because I actually this video is actually gonna be for NXT and AEW because I saw NXT yesterday, but I'm seeing AEW today. Like I said, so basically, yesterday in NXT, we had the most fantastic. I think it was a really good match. We had Fabian Aichner of Imperium against Breezango, which was really good. Um, and I love the fact that Imperium actually lost the belts because Breezango actually won. I don't know how long they're gonna keep the belts because, like I said, they did a lot of Imperium basically had like the first half of the match they had in control because they were doing arm bars, they were doing arm bars, they were doing arm bars, drop kicks, Boston crabs, uh leg whips, drop kicks. Basically they were doing a lot, and they basically almost they did the European the Unibomb or the European bomb, which they did it on the outside. Got it. They did it on the outside, and basically, and then they drag Vandango. He kicks out at two. Then he tags in Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze did the supermodel kick. Does a super kick. Tries to pin Fabian. Kicks out. And then Martel gets in, tags in, Fabian tags in Martel. Breezango does a super kick, does the leg drop into an elbow. It gets a 2 count. Basically, it's a back and forth match. Everybody was into it. Wade Barrett, I'm glad that he's on the commentary team. I'm hoping they stick with him. I really want him back in NXT. I kind of want to see if he would do a new Nexus thing with the current NXT stars. I really want to see that. I really want to see that, but I don't know. But I don't know. But like I said, there's already too many factions already in NXT right now. Because like I said, I like that Imperium was doing, but we go to a commercial, we come back, we get Imperium. They're basically they're still going. The match is still going. So basically Martel does a spine buster, and then yeah, Martel does a spine buster. Fabian Eichner does he does a double stomp off the top, gets a two, gets tries to pin, gets a 2 count, and then Fandango basically hurts his arm. Like he's literally he lands wrong. He tries to do a tope. He gets a tope, takes out both of Imperium. They basically get, and then he tags in Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze does it. They try to he jumps off. Bartel jumps off the rope again, hits him with the super kick, knocks him out, and then Breezango does a double leg drop. Does 1, 2, 3. They get the belts. They win. But that was a fantastic match. Then we come to the Damian Cross promo. He's injured, so basically he had to vacate the title. So I don't know when he's coming back because it was a really severe injury. I didn't even know he got injured. I thought he was gonna be back the next day. So then we go backstage and we see William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Matt Bloom, and Triple H. So after the meeting, the interviewer says William Regal has a big announcement. He's gonna make a big announcement in the ring at NXT. So I'm gonna tell you what the announcement is. Next week, which is next Tuesday, we are going to have a four-man Iron Man match for the NXT title, which includes Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole. I'm actually happy about this. The reason why I'm happy about this is because look, I think out of anyone, I really want Adam to win because I want him to have the belt. That way, the Undisputed Era can get back on track. I want them to have the belts. I want a couple of things. I do want that. I do want that to happen. That's one thing I want to happen. And then we get a match between Isaiah Swerve Scott and Santos Escobar, which is a great. It was a great cruiserweight match. The basically Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild they interfere. He kicks him off the ring apron. This is like first half of the match. Second half, Swerve does house call. Tries to pin him. He gets a 2 count. uh, Santos, Santos Escobar does the Phantom Driver on Swerve. He kicks out at 1. Then Swerve he tries to do a frog splash, hits a frog splash 450 combination, gets a 2 count. Then they come back, they give him the mask. He puts the mask on and he headbutts him and knocks him out. And he gets the 1, 2, 3. It was a really cheap finish, I think. But I do want to see Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild actually get the tag team. So I want to see Legado del Fantasma get the belts, but not from Bizarre. If they're gonna get them from anybody, wherever I'm getting them from Undisputed Era. Because here's my thing, guys. Here's my reason to why I want that to happen. Because here's the thing, Legado del Fantasma is a great faction. I love their work. I love what they're doing. They're giving NXT that dark mysterious, like the dark mysterious faction thing that we should have got with them before. And Raul Mendoza was such a good guy, but he wasn't selling it as a good guy. He wasn't selling it as a face. He was actually eating losses a lot. Same thing with Joaquin Wild, because he was a party guy. He was eating a lot of losses. And then we get an interview with Damian Priest saying that the party's still on. Tim Thatcher comes out and says, you're a joke. You're disgracing the North American title. I should be the guy to get the first. I don't think you're. And it's like, when I beat you for the title, I'll show everybody that you're unequipped. And he's like, I'm very well equipped. Which I'm thinking it wasn't really a dick. I really think it was a dick joke, but it wasn't. I think Damian Priest, I like what he does. I like his stuff he does in the ring. His promos are a little, his interview skills and his promo skills kind of are lame. Because it doesn't really work with me. I don't really see this dude becoming champion anyway. I really don't. Because here's the reason I don't see it coming. Because here's the thing. Him becoming champion is like, being, like, you can't just be NXT champion. I mean, him being champion is great because I really want to see Bronson Reed take the belt off of him. And I really want to see more Bronson Reed because they kind of built him up as a big guy, and I want to see him do more. That's my thought about it. And then we get a segment between Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. So basically, he says to Bronson Reed, I'm glad, I'm just here to give you some advice. He basically says to Bronson Reed, I'm glad you made it to TakeOver, but when you're 40 or 50, by the time you're 50 years old, maybe you'll get a champion. And he just slaps him. He's got a big hand. That must have hurt. And Austin Theory is just smiling. See, I don't hate Austin Theory. I really don't. I just think him being on the main roster was lame. Because he wasn't really doing anything. I mean, he's part of the disciple thing with Seth, but I really don't see him. I don't really think there's nothing to do, really, for him to do. And I'm kind of seeing if they can do something with his character. He's just so lame. But here's my thing. I did like the fact that Tegan and Gonzalez won, so they were trying to cause distrust between Io and Rhea, but it didn't really work. I like that they did, because here's the thing. I've always liked I think Rhea and Io are gonna have a match for the title again, because here's the thing. Io's pretty much beat everybody except Martinez, and Martinez is not coming. But I did like the fact that we did get a match between Mia Yim and Shotzi. It was a very good match. I did like the fact that Robert Stone came out. But Robert Stone, his promo was fine. He was basically saying that, you think I'm going to let Mercedes come out there after what she suffered from Rhea. And basically, Shotzi comes out and runs his leg, the same leg he got injured, the same ankle he got injured from a tank, and the refs have to get the thing off of him. He's like, oh God, and he gets carried out again. And Leah is just looking on and trying to get in there. Like, she just looks on the match. She doesn't even get in. Because Aaliyah's great. Here's my problem with Aaliyah. Aaliyah's great, but she's not really doing what she's supposed to do. And this is the thing I'm kind of sad about, because she's not developing she's not really developing as a wrestler. I think she's developing, but she's not gonna win the champ. I don't see her winning the championship. I don't. I kind of see her winning it off of Mercedes if the Robert Stone brand kind of crumbles, because I feel like they're going to crumble at some point. That's just my thought, guys. And the next thing we basically had Johnny Gargano. No, we basically had a Candice Ray, Tegan Nox like promo video package thing, and she wanted to get Tegan to join her, but I don't really think Tegan would do that because she didn't want to join her in the first place. I just don't think it's gonna happen because the Gargano way isn't gonna work. Even if somehow Johnny wins the championship, he's not gonna win it. Even by luck, the only way he can win is by like literally disqualification, because I think that's how that works in Iron Man, because I think it counts as the point. I think it's disqualification. But like I said, I'm glad that William Regal is doing this because I think he should have did this for I really think that should have been the TakeOver match. But I'm glad that Keith Lee's on the main roster, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I think he might head back to NXT. I don't know how much that's going to last. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about AEW, what I saw tonight from AEW. We start off, and I'm going to tell you what we do. We start off with a tag team gauntlet match to determine the number one contenders between the Young Bucks, Best Friends, and FTR. So basically, the Young Bucks are dominating the Best Friends as usual. We got Matt doing the Northern Light suplex, the locomotive. He does 4, he counters it. The Best Friends, but Best Friends are basically doing bang for your buck. They do a pin. They get a 2 count. They do basically bang for your buck, a pile driver, and then Matt does a swanton bomb, does a pin again, gets a 1 count. So they're going back and forth, and then who do we see near the end of the match? We see Hangman Page holding on to Nick's leg to stop from basically preventing him from stopping the pin. The Best Friends win they cost. So basically, Hangman Page has cost them the AEW championship, the AEW tag team championship match. I mean, the match cost them the match. Sorry. So basically, I'm going to say this about Hangman because I already got my feelings about him. And like I said with this before, I believe that he's going to do a heel turn. Why I say that, guys, is look. He's been trying to get away from the Elite. And I'm kind of seeing Kenny, and they've really not been with the Elite for a while. They really haven't been. I know they haven't. I kind of feel like because they're not really doing so well. Cody's kind of on his own thing. They're kind of being splitting up. So I'm thinking he's going to end up doing a heel turn and just do a face thing and just do it and just try to be a singles competitor. Because I think he's going to want to be AEW World Champion at some point. I just don't know when, but I think he's going to do a heel turn. That's my gut feeling about it. I think there's going to be some dissension from him and Kenny. I think they're going to dismiss the Elite and go back to doing what they do. Because you can't have a faction that long. You just can't. It's too much infighting. It's too oversaturated. And like I said before, you know what? I love also, and we also got a video between Hikaru Shida. We got a video match between Shida and Thunder Rosa, which I think is going to be a really fantastic match. Because I want to see Shida take on Thunder Rosa. I really can't wait to see that. I kind of want to see that more. I really do. I do want to see Thunder Rosa. I kind of want to see that more as that kind of goes in. I want to see how the match is going to work because I really think it's going to be a great match. I think them signing the contract was awesome. And she was trying to grab the belt, and she said, I will win in Japanese. And I'm glad that she did because I think this is going to be good because Shida's great. She's great. I'm a big fan of her because I don't like her because of her body or her looks. I like her because she has a great wrestling ability, and she loves just doing it for the fans. And I hate that guys are just, like, it's toxic. That's why I hope I get to meet her one day, but I never go on Twitter. Whenever I go on Twitter or try to talk about a wrestling or a women's wrestler, they're just, fans are toxic. Fans are just super toxic with the women. I can't do it. And I'd rather just be the pure guy than I am because I don't think of women like that. I think they're great. I think she's a great wrestler. I think she's awesome. But I'm glad that she went through her adversity. She went through a lot of adversity, just like Kairi Sane did. And I'm sorry that even her best friend who passed away, who was a geek behind who wasn't a wrestler, I felt bad. I still feel bad. But anyway, guys, I like that. I did like the one thing I didn't like. See, And this is the thing that I'm starting to dislike about the Murder Hawk. And well, I'm not. I'm starting to dislike Team Taz. This is why I'm starting to dislike him. Because you got Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks literally will never do anything. I like that Darby Allin is actually going to have a match with him, and he was kicking the crap. He was beating the crap out of him. And Taz is trying to do like promos and stuff again. Like you can't do it against. You're not going to do it against Jake. Let this thing. I don't know why they didn't let them fight. That's the one thing that kind of stuck to me because I would want to see Brian Cage go against Lance Archer. I really do. But I just don't see it with him. I'm glad he's the FTW champion. I'm glad. But I'm just like, bro, if you're not going to show, if you're not going to show up, you're just going to be behind the sidelines, you're just going to be on dark, then you're not worth it. Because I just don't, I'm sorry, cause I just don't see it. I really don't. Because here's my thing. I didn't like the segment because it was stupid. I didn't like the fact that Taz is always covering up for Brian and knowing that he's never going to get pushed. This is my thing when I was saying I don't think that Brian Cage fits. I really don't. He's on Dark and he's doing great on Dark, but he's not on AEW, which sucks. He's not on Dynamite. And Ricky Starks, I just don't see anything with him. Like, he's great. The dude's got a ton of charisma. But he's just another flash in the pan once Darby Allin beats him. But that was a great segment. We get the MJF Moxley contract signing. That was great. Like I said, I did like the contract signing. I did like the fact that MJF was walking with a walker. And he was so angry because he just wanted to get it over with because he was in super pain. But see, MJF and I love that MJF was talking so much smack about all the wrestlers of the past. He got so much heat. He was talking about Sandman. Like, you never say the Sandman's name unless you're trying to bury that dude. He was talking about Sandman, all these dudes that weren't wrestlers, like. He was talking about Sandman. He was talking about Al Snow. He was talking about Raven. This dude was talking so many. He was just bad mouthing everybody. And the thing I didn't like was like the one thing I did not like was like when he was saying my inspiration was Tully. My inspiration was Buddy Rogers. My inspiration was like guys that were I forgot the other guy's name. Something Tom. I forgot his last name. And that's the thing, he was talking so much, man, like he thought he took the one move out of Mox's playbook, and he was like, no. And he signs the contract, and Mox is saying, like, dude, you're forcing me to get creative. You're forcing me. He's like, sure, do I want to bang you on top of your head multiple times? Yes, I do. Do I want to see you? Do I want to end your career? Kinda. I do. And the thing I loved about Mox was saying, he was basically saying, like, you forced me to get creative. He's like, I'm gonna keep, and he was like, you're forcing me to get creative, he says, and then he says, do you guys want me to sign the contract? He's like, I don't want to get sued, I don't even have a good lawyer. He's like, I did have my public defender, but I think he's in jail. Which, that was great, because like I said, I liked it, and he basically signs a contract, and they're laughing. He's like, Mox, the dude the lawyer, he's like, Mox, you're an idiot. You idiot. And then he's like, you idiot, and he tells him, and then and he's like, you didn't read the he's like, you don't read he's like, the first thing, you don't sign a contract without reading it. So basically, he gets a 2-match match against the lawyer next week, and he gets to use the paradigm shift on the lawyer. And MJF is just looking so surprised, like he wants to scream. And like I said, it was great, guys. Like I said, NXT and AEW were great. I didn't like the Sammy Guevara. I still don't like the fact that Sammy Guevara is taking out Matt Hardy because I just feel like Sammy Guevara is great. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's great, but he's just not doing so well. Like he's okay. He's okay as a heel. He's okay. I just think there's a lot of things happening. I think AEW, and I'm also surprised because I did want to bring this up too. This one little thing. I'm kind of surprised about Tainara Conti because she was in NXT and I think she got a deal from AEW because I think she must have got a contract. She's with them. She's in the dark. She joined the Dark Order, which is strange. But anyway, like I said, I did see some crowd people, so I think slowly but surely, Florida's letting people back in because I saw some crowd people. And I know it wasn't just the wrestlers, it was the crowd too. So I think they showed up. They're coming in there. So more people are coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. So, like I said, it was great, guys. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, peace. Like I said, I think you guys should check this out. Like I said, you guys can check this out once it's done. Thank you guys for the likes and the thank you guys for the comments. Thanks for all the love and the support. Please subscribe, guys. I'm just trying to get a little bit more subscribers. I got 8. I need to get at least, if I can get 10 subscribers, I'm fine. That would be nice. Thank you guys, and peace out.